Oh, yeah. Good. All signed and... Oh, yeah. Good.
Alright. Managed to get ourselves killed. We got the werewolf, that's what matters. Gotta get used to the mechanics in this game again, that's why I was fighting those guys. Yeah, we don't need a whole bunch of blood vials. You pick up my blood echoes? Yep.
Cursed beast.
Cursed beast. Molotov cocktails. The one thing that we will not be using. You don't need Molotov cocktails. They have fire paper. Yeah, we'll try again at the Lies of P speedrun tomorrow. Maybe. Put that game down so the DLC comes out. Oh yeah, you can jump down here and skip part of the stuff. We're killing everybody. And we're not gonna level up until we kill a boss. We can only level up after we kill a boss. Alright, let's see how bad I got a parry. And what is the gun button? There we go. Gotta get used to this again. There we go. There we go. A game with actual parries. Man. And Lies of P is fun and all, but I got to missing the actual parries. You know, Sekiro is fun and everything, but yep, more items that we won't use. Kind of just want to run through a game, have fun, pick up all the items. Let's go. Why are you guys all just standing there? Come on. Come on, you guys. It's all your fault. It hurts. Yep, so pretty much what we're doing is killing all the enemies. Only level up after we kill a boss. Which in this game, that's actually fun. It seems like work trying to do the speed run on the other game. I would try and speed run this one, but I don't feel like resetting for a wolf to grab me endlessly. Really don't feel like that would be fun. That guy really just pushed me off? Give me back my health, son. You shot me? Are you serious right now? Guy for real did not know who he was messing with. Oh man, it's the... Yeah, anybody that thinks that Lies of P is better than this game is crazy. I don't know what to tell you. It's just new. That's the only thing. It's like if they were to come out with a second game like this, FromSoft was, it would immediately be Game of the Year. Let's go. You die. Give me your blood vials, fool. Could you imagine a game where you don't have to worry about equipment load?
I don't reckon you're from round. Well,
How does everybody know that I'm not from around here? How does everybody just automatically know that? Gotta kill these guys. Oil urn. Which, I mean, you can do that to get rid of Father Gascoigne really fast. Oil urn. Molotov cocktail. Oil urn. Molotov cocktail. Yeah, put your diseased dog down. Blood vials. Yeah, and that run takes so long on Lives of P. So long. Seriously doubt anybody will be super interested in that game 6 months from now. Let's go. Get over here. Gotta get the parry down, come on. I'll take a backstab. I'll take a backstab at this point. What you got, son? The dodge actually works in this game. How are they going to compare a Pinocchio dodge to that? I just don't get it. It's nowhere near the same. Alright. So we can continue going down that way, but what we're doing is we're killing all the bosses on, like in order, like as you go up to them. So this guy's along this bridge. And we're gonna kill this guy, and then we're gonna go down here and kill. Oh, you're about to get parried, son. There we go. Yeah, the Pinocchio games are great. But this game's the sun, and that game's a candle. In my opinion. Oh, he got us. Gotta get back in it. Gotta get back into this. I forgot how hard he can be. Especially whenever you're not dodging. Why did it bring me back here? I don't know why. Alright, we can just run there to him. Forgot about that lamp too. Gotta get away from the thinking I can stand in front of stuff and deflect. You cannot deflect in this game. Yeah, how about no? Oh, you only stream the chalices? Yeah, this is like one of my all-time favorites. The only game that I have anywhere close to as much time as I have into Bloodborne is like Elden Ring, and that was just getting to max new game with one character. Took about 600 hours, but I've deleted characters on this game with 300 plus hours. I was playing the Liza P, and I gotta get away from those mechanics. I gotta get the muscle memory back. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, the teleporting dogs. The dogs in this game teleport. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about the teleporting dogs. Alright. I feel like a child in this game all over again. Where do I leave those at? Right there. Let's see. Can I remember how to do the parry on this guy? Oh, that was my chance right there. Instead of doing it, I rolled away. If you shoot him in the head. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember how to do that. Man, this guy's eating my lunch again. Gotta get used to this again. How was I doing this without this guy hitting me? Can't level up till I kill you, son. Oh yeah, the limbs break. I forgot about the limbs breaking. That's what I was doing. I was breaking his limbs. And break both his legs. Completely forgot about that. Oh no. Alright. Oh shit. You cannot deflect in this game, I gotta remember that. That just fires your gun. Your hand-eye coordination's good. Yeah, mine's pretty well. It's just I spend all day working on elevators and play a little bit of video games in the afternoons. I've been able to play quite a bit here lately because I'm working in El Paso and I live in San Antonio. But I don't get a too terrible amount of time to play on these no more. Unfortunately, the responsibilities of life eating up all of my time. That and the wife and the kids really demand a lot of time. You know, you can't just veg out and not teach your kids nothing. That's how you end up where we're at today. does this guy respawn? Because I could really use a couple more things. Yeah. Go ahead and kill this guy. Just gotta get that muscle memory back. There we go. I think 9 should be enough. We can avoid... that guy. How did he miss me? Well, that took away all of the stuff I just worked for. Alright. Yeah, no, these games will definitely give your brain an exercise. They'll test your reaction and your decision-making skills. Like, that was a test of my poor decision-making skills right there. Alright. Oh yeah, the transform attacks. Oh, it's L1. L1 is transform attacks. Okay. I'm glad that this is actually becoming a challenge for me again. Remember, this used to be no challenge at all. I used to be able to time the gun thing just right. That's not how you do it in this game. Yeah, we don't need no blood vials. We'll just die anyway. We can get him still. Oh man. Yeah, he got me. What does it have up there? Still got plenty of durability. Alright, let's go get some more blood vials on the way back. There we go. There's one. Alright, we gotta get rid of this guy. I'm not getting any blood vials. Might just have to learn how to fight that guy better. I'm really not getting no blood vials. Alright, here we got one so far. There we go. We got +1 blood vials. +2 blood vials. I did not grab it. Ah, he got me. I mean, Lies of P is fun and all, but it's a different type of game. It was definitely a Souls-like game that wasn't made by FromSoft that I put the most time into, but it started to wear down on me. It's a lot of the sameness after a while. Which, I mean, any of these games can get like that. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's too hard at lower levels. It's just, there's definitely a skill curve that goes into it. If you want, I'll hop over to it and I can show you. Like in 20 minutes, I can beat the first 3 bosses. The donkey guy, the watchman guy, and then the other guy. Yeah, no, it's definitely like whenever my first time I played through it, I was stuck on every boss for what seemed like forever. Like that parade master guy, I literally took me like 5 hours to beat him. No joke. But I was also trying to master the mechanics and do like the deflecting system, and it's a different type of game. Like, enemies don't flinch whenever you hit them. Like, almost none of the enemies do. At chapter 6. Which one's chapter 6 again? Oh man, I'm about to wipe to this guy too. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I forget which one chapter 6 is. Well, chapter 5 is where you fight the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. So that's Rosa Isabella Street. Yeah, that's a difficult one. Because you have some tough encounters there, like the White Lady, the only random enemy in the game that'll actually parry you. And then you have the clown boss. And I can't remember what the area boss is. Oh, in the yeah, no, that area is pretty tough. It's because those spiders, they give all the things puppet strings, and it really like, it makes nothing flinch. Too late. Way too late. There we go. Ah, they got me again. Yeah, no, those spider enemies are some of the some of the tougher enemies. And I mean, like, one thing that really throws me for a loop with that game is how much the game mechanics themselves actually change from the beginning to the end of the game. Like, it's almost like playing a completely different game. Like, if you play into higher new game cycles, it gets really, really different. Like, you can unlock abilities to guard the red attacks. And it changes the weight classes. It moves all the weight classes up one, so you can be light load up to 60%, and it's a completely different game towards the end. Like once you start unlocking, once you get a maxed unlocked quest, the weapons are too hard to upgrade. Yeah. No, you don't. You definitely don't find a lot of upgrade materials in that game. It's like there is no going into any sort of, like, there's no, like, it's a very linear. Like, you can't just go into a harder level and skill your way to a max upgraded weapon like you can with the other games. Like in Dark Souls 1, I can get a max upgraded weapon before fighting pretty much any boss, and then go through and one-shot all the bosses. But that requires you to be able to kill the Dark Wraiths, because they drop the Titanite chunks that you need, and you have to go down there for the very large Ember anyway. And we think, do you have to... Yeah, I mean, you gotta kill the Capra Demon. Yeah, I really don't think that this is gonna happen, unless I go back and level up and upgrade my weapon. I'm just gonna have to play this for like 20 hours before I get good at it again. I keep trying to deflect attacks and keep trying to do stuff that you just shouldn't do in Bloodborne, to be honest. Yeah, in Bloodborne you can get a max upgraded weapon if you're really good at the Chalice dungeons. As soon as you can kill Father Gascoigne, and then you can go kill the Bloodstarved Beast, and then you go literally straight into the Chalice dungeons, and you can get a max upgraded weapon without fighting anything else. It looks like it's broadcasting just fine to me. I got it pulled up right now. Yeah, that trident is actually one of the better weapons, because it does critical hits. But I mean, it's not the absolute end all for weapons. I mean, but it is one of the better boss weapons. Alright, let's kill this guy, and then we're just gonna go around and open up the shortcut, and I'm gonna take the easy way out in the effort of not doing the same thing over and over and over again. I quickly quit trying to beat my head against the wall whenever I find myself in a beating my head against the wall situation. Like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough at this game right now to farm blood vials even. Because I can't manage to not get hit enough to actually accumulate any blood vials. Yeah, you need 2 of the Dark Moonstones of the Covenant. Let me see, how many of them is there before then? You get one from a butterfly. You get one of them from where you fight, like right before you, where you go up to the Path of Misery, I think. It's right after you kill the fire boss. You get one of them from there. There's one of them from Butterfly. Let me think. I think that... So you have a plus... You have a, so it's +2, so you've gotten 3 of them. Or are you saying it's +1 and you want it to be +2? Because I'm thinking that by that point you should have a +2 or +3 weapon, because there's a Dark Moonstone of the Covenant right by the shortcut too, where the creepy clown... Oh no! Where the creepy clown boss is. Alright, I just needed to come down here. That's why I was having a hard time getting blood vials. So I'm thinking that by the time that you get to that point, you can have a +3 special weapon. You don't get anything from that first crat supply box, though. Yeah, we can't let this guy get us. There we go. Why? If you're asking why don't I? What level did you say it was? Let me see. It's only level 2. I have 1. So you're talking about your trident's +1. So you've upgraded it once. Yeah, because there's one right after you beat the fire boss. There's a guy that jumps out by one of those items. It's like a vivid ergo chunk or whatever. Right by a wooden door. He hops out of there, but if after you kill him, you go back there, there's one there. Okay, so you got level 2. So you probably got that one. And I can't remember exactly how many that there is before that point. Now the shortcut back to the Rosa Isabella Street Stargazer, whenever you're coming back from the Stargazer, you'll see one whenever you open up that shortcut by the first flamethrower guy you see. There's one right there on the other side of those boxes. You don't see it as you run backwards. But if you go from Rosa Isabella Street towards the flamethrower guy, you'll definitely see it there. And I know that there's one there, for sure. I mean, I'm assuming you got the one after the fire boss. There's a, like, you know that elevator? There's an elevator shortcut in the, what's it called? It's the town with the shack with the 2 people, the 2 people shack puzzle, and then you kill the big cracked out guy that jumps at you 50 million times. and then it gives you the shack key. And it has, I forget what the shack had in it. Oh my goodness. That guy was cracked out too. But if you go up the elevator, there's a hole in the wall, and if you walk out the hole in the wall, there's a dark moonstone, or a dark moonstone of the Covenant there, one of the crescent ones. Where's another one? And then there's that one in that little pond area that you get from killing the butterfly. That one's fairly easy to get to. And it's pretty hard to miss. That one's not one that's missable, really. And I don't think that there's any in the Malum district. Seriously doubt that there's any in the Malum district. None that I know of right offhand. That one. And then, did you do the, no, that's just a regular crescent moonstone that you get from showing the mark to the butler guy. And then literally you can buy 2 of them right after the arcade place. You get another supply box. At a certain point, literally right after where you're at. Oh yeah, no, and that's what I was commenting on earlier. That Liza P's game, it's fun and all. It has some interesting mechanics, but it doesn't hold a candle to Bloodborne. And I've seen some people commenting that it's better than Bloodborne and stuff like that. And in my opinion, I don't think that really any game holds a candle to Bloodborne except for maybe Sekiro, but they're not really comparable. It's a non-comparable deal. Need the half moon gems? Yeah, no, you have to. No, that's the only way. No, you're talking about Liza P, right? No, because you have bloodstone stuff in this game. Yeah, the half moon gems. Now you're gonna be able to find enough. If you search that entire palace area, you'll find enough to get 1+7 weapon, I think. You know, there might be 2 of them there. Yeah, so you probably already found that one. Like, there's enough to get 1+7 weapon. And that's about as much as you get there. Alright, let's see if I can do this without dying this time. Just something that's worth noting. Who has my blood echoes? Oh, I got my blood echoes somehow. Whoa! That guy got me twice in a row. Yeah, half moon gems. Yeah, no, it really locks you out of anything above +7 till after you get through that area. And then I think the next area gives you like maybe 1 more if you explore the entire thing. But like a majority of your power actually comes from your quartz upgrades. You know, you do have, like, the scaling is massive in that game too. Like weapons that have 230 base attack will have can have up to like 350 points of scaling damage. It's unreal. So, I mean, the weapon upgrades, they're all right, but a majority of your damage will actually come from your scaling. And something that I've learned throughout doing that is that you know, the consumables in that game are actually pretty decent. Now, I wouldn't recommend trivializing anything with the consumables, but throwing one or two things at something here and there, especially to get through an area, isn't that bad. But I wouldn't recommend trying to trivialize the bosses with the consumables. Like I was doing that, trying to do a speed runs on that game, and it's really boring. It's really boring to worry about having enough ergo to buy consumables so you can throw them at stuff. It's like I think it's square. I think you press square to use consumables in that game. It's like a press square simulator at a certain point. You know, with some Guitar Hero aspects where you got to push the button at the right time. Otherwise, stuff will dodge your things. But like those spider ladies, I would feel no shame personally throwing stuff at the spider ladies. Okay, does this guy have them? Yep. All right. Let's see if we can get through this. Yeah, no, I mean, like I did the 100% on Liza P, but I mean, it was really just because I was playing every other Soulsborne game over and over again, and I have a level 400 character on Elden Ring with like I forget how many hours, but it's like 500 hours. It's literally ridiculous. And on Bloodborne, like I said, I've deleted characters that were like level 400 with like 300 hours in them. Dark Souls 2 is Dark Souls 2. I can only stand to play so much of Dark Souls 2 at a time. You know, Dark Souls 3, you know, the last time I played Dark Souls 3, I literally deleted a character and I gave one of my friends from New Zealand like 20 or 30 plus max level weapons. You know, and I have several accounts on Dark Souls 3 like that. And Dark Souls 1 was the one that I got in on, and I've beat that game so many times, it does not matter how long it's been. I do not forget the mechanics in Dark Souls 1, or the fact that whenever you drink your Estus flask, you will not move. Alright, let's use this. Yeah, I don't know if I've 100%ed Bloodborne though. I think I've gotten pretty close. I'm gonna take a break and just chat with you for a minute. But I mean, I think I've gotten pretty close. I think the only thing that I haven't done is, what haven't I done? Let me check real quick. It's like I think I haven't finished the Chalice dungeons, to be honest. Because I don't understand how to get through the Chalice dungeons. Like, I've done a lot of the Chalice dungeons, but I don't understand how to get to that to that white, the bloody lady and the white dress boss. That's like, I think that's the only one. It's gonna pause the gameplay for a second while I look and see which trophies I don't have. What's this one? Yeah, I've not defeated the Blood Queen. And you lived through the hunt. Oh yeah, and I haven't done a no death run. Those are the only two that I haven't done. I haven't played this game without dying. That is what the lived through the hunt one is. Or is that the one where you sacrifice yourself? Alright. Let's go start taking this seriously a little bit. Yeah, I'll just chat with you guys for just a second.
Hello, Honorable, and you will have to him. Very well, let me.
Yeah, I gotta get those two. I gotta get those two achievements. I gotta live through the hunt, whatever that means. And I gotta remember which. I gotta remember how to use these things. There we go. Yeah, we'll upgrade this thing. And then we'll buy some blood vials. Yeah, I don't need any more pebbles. Got plenty of pebbles. Alright, I'll just be chatting with you guys for just a minute. I gotta give my eyes a break. My line of work is causing me to get metal in my eyes a couple of times from using a grinder. You know they say safety glasses are perfect and they 100% protect your eyes no matter what. That's not true. Sorry, my little microphone thing came and plugged a little bit. Yeah, no, and it's always whenever I'm trying to whenever you're working on like elevators and stuff, we use this thing called a hole saw, and it pretty much what it does is it cuts holes and stuff so you can put conduit fittings in there and stuff like that. And I've had those get me a couple of times because they'll throw. Because it's just it's got a drill bit in the middle and it's got a big circular saw that drills a hole, and that'll throw metal off in weird directions. And I've had those get past my safety glasses a couple of times whenever I'm going on at stuff above me. You know, because you'll be looking up and your face will be at a 45-degree angle to the surface you're working on. And that it throws it off at a weird angle, and it can actually get behind your safety glasses. And one time I had a hot slag of metal get in my eye, and I didn't go and have it immediately removed. and the next morning whenever I woke up, my whole eye was swollen shut, and I had to go to the hospital, and they had to remove it. And it was like a hospital in Monahans, Texas, and they didn't have the machine, the little grinder machine that they normally would use to grind stuff like that out of your eye. So the guy literally just used a toothpick and kind of scraped it off my eyeball, which, I mean, I appreciate him for that, because it definitely made my eyes start feeling better the next day. But I can't look at LED screens for super duper extended periods of time. Yeah, no, that one definitely hurt. You'd be surprised at the stuff a man will put up with and deal with whenever he wants to see his family succeed, you know, and have things. Yeah, I went and got that all out of my eye. I went and got an eye patch from Dollar General, and I went right back to work. And after that one, that was the major one. The other times that happened, I was able to get the stuff right out of my eyeball, and you know, I had one time where my eye was scratched, but it healed up over a couple of days with no major repercussions. But after that one, I am goggle face now. I do not care if they fog up, or if they're annoying to wear, or whatever. If I'm using a grinder or a hole saw or anything, I am super duper wearing goggles. Yeah, I'll be right back in there here in just a second. I just tested my eyes on looking inside. Like what helps me is I'll go outside in the dark, and that'll kind of let my pupils. Oh, you guys lost a splicer to electrocution? One of my friends that works in elevators, he was actually one of the guys that trained me. He had a guy that he knew at a company that he worked with, because the guy and the owner of the company that I work for had a falling out of sorts, so to speak, and he went to go work for a different elevator company called Triton Elevator, and one of the guys that he knew, he wasn't working with him at the time, he wasn't supervisor on the job or anything, but one of the guys that he was working with, who was working in the same company that he worked for, they had a hydraulic elevator, and the hydraulic motor was spinning in the wrong direction, and it was 480. So the supervisor tells his helper, turn off the power, and then swap the two motor leads. But the way they do it is they'll have like 4 or 5 guys on a job. So somebody between when that guy turned off the power and whenever he started trying to swap the motor leads had turned the power back on and went to go start trying to run the elevator. And the guy had one lead in one hand, and he was kind of squatted down because the controller was in front of the tank, and he was squatted down in front of it. And whenever he grabbed that second lead, he made a 480 phase-to-phase short through his body. And the guy tried to run the elevator, and by the time he got back down to the machine room, the guy was just sitting there and his hands were smoking, from what I understand. They even sent out an email through the elevator newsletter and stuff about it, about actually doing the lockout tagout procedure. Yeah. No, getting tangled in those high voltage wires will do it, because that stuff's like instantaneous. That's like, what is power lines? What is power lines at? My little brother hangs fiber optic cables right now with power lines, like right by the power lines, and I always worry about them. I always tell them that, you know, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, you know. It's better for everybody to go home healthy, whole, with all their fingers and all their toes, even if you don't make quite as much money in a day. It's better to make it home and be broke than not make it home at all. But that getting tangled up with that power stuff is no joke. If you grab onto it, if it touches the palm of your hand, and you're grabbing onto some sort of something that's grounded in any way, shape, or form with your other hand, with the palm of your hand, you will not let go. It'll electrically stimulate your muscles and hold them over, like it'll forcibly make you hold that stuff, and you can't let go. Somebody has to disconnect the power. Nobody can come up and grab you and pull you off of it either. The only way to stop the electrocution from happening is to disconnect the power at that point. Oh yeah, that's like 2,000 volts if I'm not mistaken. That's the same stuff that's the same type of voltage that those people, like, this is crazy. I don't know if you've heard of this, but there's these people doing what they call fractal wood burning. And they'll take a microwave transformer out of a microwave, they'll cut the copper off of it, and they'll rewind it. In a bucket truck? Yeah. No, that stuff will eat you alive in seconds. Like kind of like that fractal wood burning will. It's pretty much the same type of deal. It's unregulated power, because it's on the, like, you're holding, like, they're holding the leads in their hands, and it's the unregulated side of the transformer. It's the secondary side, and I've seen some of the injuries that some of those people get from trying to do that fractal wood burning, and it'll blow their hands apart if they live. Yeah, you definitely... what did he do? Did he run into it with the bucket on the truck? Or did he, or did he grab it? Alright, that's much better. It's much better. I got 3 points for standing there. Oh. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that you can really do to stop something like that. You know? Let's see if I can kill all these guys at one time. There we go. Had to resort to leveling up and upgrading my weapon. Yeah. No, you definitely don't want no part of that. That's why I'm worried about my little brother. I'm worried about something that's outside of his control or outside of the normal thing that you'd expect to see in something like that happening to him. That's why I just try and tell him that he just needs to slow down. You know? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's the sergeant's motto. And they tell people that do the most dangerous jobs for a reason. I mean, it's unfathomable how fragile the human body is at the same time as how resilient it is. Yeah, definitely want to work safe. And you don't just want to take somebody's word for something. I can't be walking around with my saw cleaver out. Oh no. Yeah. The only thing I can really do is count myself lucky that I was able to work on aircraft and do all the dangerous stuff and all the dangerous jobs that I've done. And I've been able to go home with 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 arms, 2 legs without any major injuries every time. I mean, some of that isn't me always doing the right thing. A lot of it's whenever you're younger, you do stuff that wouldn't be considered conscionable. And a lot of it is I got lucky a lot whenever I was younger. Oh no, my saw cleaver's out. Alright, I couldn't beat him at level 4. Gotta get better. But now that I've gotten older, I tend to take my time a lot on stuff. And believe it or not, the second that somebody slows down and starts taking their time and paying attention to the details and paying attention to what's going around them and not being complacent, you tend to start getting moved up at places. Like the job I do is I'm an adjuster. I go in and I do all the final adjustments and all that stuff. But before that, I was never really like whenever it came to construction jobs. Like, I mean, physical labor jobs I'd normally get put in charge of because I'd try and do stuff super duper fast and thinking I was doing a good job doing stuff so fast. But that's not the case. But like as far as like detail-oriented jobs, I never really got put in charge of those till I got older, and I decided to slow down, and I started doing stuff in a reasonable fashion. Before that, I was always just a helper. And you know, whenever you slow down, you don't physically strain yourself as much, and you'd be surprised at how much faster stuff goes whenever you only have to do it once. It goes way super faster. Yeah, quality does take time, and the crazy thing is quality work usually ends up taking less time than fast work. Quote unquote fast work. Like yeah, I can't really think of a good real life example for it, and that's probably why you don't see a lot of it out there. Is it's something it's hard to explain. You have to see it with your own eyes. And once somebody's seen it, though, they tend to understand that stuff is typically done better whenever you only have to do it once. Just the rework on stuff kills so much time. Yeah. No, I'm not union. We're a non-union company. We're trying to get there. We got to get everybody schooled up. We don't have enough licensed mechanics to go union. We need to get a couple more guys to get their licenses before we can go union. Because if we went union right now, it would be me and the owner of the company would be the only people that would be allowed to be supervisors. And we have too much work to only have 2 supervisors. Like we have installers, and I mean they're quote unquote supervisors, but like on union jobs, you gotta have that license or you can't be the supervisor, and if you don't have the people with the licenses, then you can't do it. In Texas, the rules on elevators are a little bit different than other states. Like unions, they take the highest standards and roll with those. But like in Texas, you just have to be supervised by somebody with a license, which by supervised they mean they have to show up at the end and inspect what you did. Now, like if you were in a place like Oklahoma, there has to be one guy on the job at all times with the elevator license, and it's a specific elevator license for Oklahoma. Same thing with, I think, Florida or Georgia is the same way, where you have to have one guy that actually has the license. But like the elevator test, it's a pretty difficult test. You're in New York City? Yeah. No, you definitely, there has to be a guy in everything that has a license. New York City is one of the toughest in the elevator trade to get into. But I mean, New York City has the most elevators. They have the most elevator related accidents. Like they had that guy like about a year ago crush his helper to death by the elevator falling. So New York's one of those places where you definitely got to have your stuff in a row. But I mean, they have elevators in New York City, a lot of them that go 2,000 foot per minute. That's fast. That's like you can't ride on the car top full speed to inspect things fast. Like they have super duper, they have super elevators up in New York, especially in New York City. They have a lot of like that's a whole different ball game. That's like helpers get paid there like $50 an hour, and you know, like a supervisor down here gets paid like 50 to 150 an hour, depending on if you're union, non-union, and how many years experience you have, and how long it generally takes you to pull off a quality install from start to finish. In Brooklyn. Yeah, I've never actually been up to Brooklyn. I've always wanted to go visit New York, but I've just never had the fundage together to go do that. And then with all the prices skyrocketing on everything, and you know, I got 2 kids at the house, you know, and a wife. My wife doesn't work because I don't like daycare. I've seen some of the stuff that happens at daycares, and my wife doesn't really like daycares. She doesn't really trust them, so she doesn't work. And just getting up any sort of money is difficult, to say the least. Which, you know, where I'm from, the cost of living isn't super duper high, but I mean, it's like the kids need, if the kids need clothes, that's like $300-400 a kid to get them a new set of clothes, and they're preteens, so they're every 6 months to a year needing new clothes. Sometimes every 3 months if they go through a growth spurt. And then the food's really high. I mean, we could probably save some money on food, but like whenever I was growing up, I didn't get to eat very good food. Like I had steak maybe 2 times before I was 18, and that was, the rest of the time it was just Hamburger Helper. And they had this thing called Tuna Helper at one point. I don't know if they still have it, but that's all we ate. It was Hamburger Helper, Tuna Helper, ham and cheese sandwiches, bologna sandwiches. And I always promised myself, if I had the opportunity, I was going to make sure that my kids knew what a good meal tasted like before they turned 25, because I didn't actually start being able to afford to make myself nice food till I was like 25, 26. And you know, I realized what I was missing out on in life, which I mean, I didn't really know whenever I was a kid, but I mean, all that stuff ain't really that great for you. So I try to make sure that they eat good, and eating good, healthy food nowadays can be outrageous. Like a pack of steaks that in 2018 would have cost $10 for those little round steaks, like $8 to $10 for those little round steaks. A pack of like 4 or 5 pounds of them. Or I'd have to go back in my pictures, because I got a picture of a package of them. I think they might have been 10 or 11 bucks. But now, whenever I go look at that same package of steaks, it's $30. You know, It's it's crazy how much that stuff's risen. It's like the farther I get in life, the higher and higher stuff gets. Yeah, no, I mean that's the way it should be. Food always should be your number one thing. Nobody should be going hungry. My dad, whenever I was a kid, my dad got off on the methamphetamines for about 3 years, and left my mom. But I mean, he did that because he was a furniture mover over the road, and he went out and he worked all summer, and over the course of a summer he made $150,000, and in 3 months my mom spent $240,000. So they ended up getting a divorce over it and stuff, and my mom obviously wasn't the best person with money. So like there was a lot of times whenever I was growing up that we might have just one meal, like in the whole pantry.
What's that smell?
And
The sweet blood. Oh, it
I'm
seems to me.
not gonna put my kids through that, even
enough to make 'em
if I gotta miss out on some stuff as an adult. I definitely ain't gonna be going and getting my nails done whenever there ain't no food. I ain't gonna be buying a new car if I can't afford to buy 2 weeks worth of food at a time. That's the number one thing in my mind. I've never heard of somebody dying from lack of being entertained. I have known people that have died from exhaustion and died from starvation. But that's mostly from them using from their extracurricular activities caused them to not realize how much food they're missing out on. The place I'm from is Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's a lot of people in Tulsa, Oklahoma that still to this day are all methed up, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of speed freaks down there. All I can focus on though is trying to do the thing where you try and do better than the last generation. I'm gonna try and make sure that my kids are more well educated than everybody else around them, and make sure that they have a good shot at life, and they have a good head on their shoulders, and that they feel like they're people that are worthwhile to be around. Because I think a lot of the stuff that's going on nowadays is from people coming into a world where they feel like they have to change themselves drastically to feel like they're going to be accepted in one way, shape, or form. You know, they have to act like something that they're not. Like, I feel like a lot of people just put on a show for other people around them that they don't really necessarily need to do. But it's it's so hard to make your way in life nowadays that I feel like a lot of people think that that's what they need to do is drastically change or alter themselves, or drastically change the way that they would normally act. Yeah, no, that's for sure. The number one responsibility is the next generation. That is the whole point of life, is to ensure the success of the next generation. It doesn't matter what form of life it is. That's all life is for, really, is to ensure the survival and success of the next generation. It doesn't matter if you look at it from an atheistic point of view or religious point of view. That's always the thing it comes down to. Because if it's an evolution thing, evolution is driven by the success of the next generation.
Very well, let me...
If it's a religious point of view, it's plainly stated in almost every religion that you should make it easy on your children to succeed in one way, shape, or form. What was I doing? I don't think that's enough. Nope. Yeah, making sure that the children do well. Like my older kid, we kept him out of school during the whole COVID thing, and we homeschooled him. And now that he's went back to school, he's actually like one of the smartest kids in his class. He tells his teacher stuff, and his teacher comments on it whenever we did the open house and stuff, where you'd go meet the teacher. She commented on how intelligent he was, and how well his handwriting was, and how he already knew a lot of the stuff that she was going to teach him that year. Why would I go back to the first floor sick room again? But, and to be honest, we only really had to homeschool him for, like 4 hours a day. But, I mean, it was pretty much every day except for Sunday, and it was all year. You'd spend like 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the day working on schoolwork. Some days we would work on, and we'd only work on one type of thing a day. Like, we'd work on math one day, and we'd work on English the next day, and then we'd work on, like, science. I mean, the science stuff he was super into. He was super into the math. The reading and writing, getting him into the reading and writing was definitely a struggle. It was a super struggle to get him interested in that stuff. But now that he's learned how to read, and he can write proficiently, now he wants to make comic books, and he wants to read books to get ideas for his comic books, and he's starting to take off and come into his own. And my other son, he's a little 5-year-old. He's a little menace. Trying to get him to pay attention to anything for more than 30 seconds is horrible. It's definitely not either side's favorite activity, is to try and get him focused on doing school stuff. But we're gonna keep him out of school till like 1st or 2nd grade, and try and like I wanna make sure that they learn how to read at least at home. Because I've noticed that as time's gone on, that No Child Left Behind stuff has it's definitely gone downhill. There's less and less kids that I think actually learned anything in school nowadays. Some of the youngsters that I talk to, it really surprises me at how little they know. Like there's 18-year-old kids coming out of school that haven't read A Sound of Thunder, they haven't read, Schindler's List, they haven't read The Diary of Anne Frank. They haven't read just general stuff that you should read. It's like A Sound of Thunder is the classic one. They haven't read The Pearl. They don't like there's stuff in those stories that helps prepare you for life. Like The Pearl is a perfect example of what happens whenever you have nothing in life and all of a sudden you have a big windfall. That will happen. That stuff that's in that book, it does happen. It does happen like that. It might not happen the exact same way, but you get it's the same type of stuff. And like A Sound of Thunder, it illustrates how one's like how your decisions and how your actions, how they ripple and echo throughout time, perpetually, into eternity. And it's just, and like The Diary of Anne Frank is like, you can do the right thing, even whenever everybody's telling you it's the wrong thing, and you can do it at a great loss. A lot of that one is just remembering that whole deal, because we can't forget it. The second that we forget that stuff happened is the second that it will happen again. And just the fact that they don't make these kids read those books anymore is crazy to me. It takes 30 minutes to read A Sound of Thunder. The Pearl, if you can read pretty quickly, it takes about 2.5 hours. They would rather have these kids reading these Harry Potter books and stuff like that. And it just blows my mind. It's like they want people to be ignorant. It's just crazy to me. It's like all I can do is make sure that the stuff that helped me whenever I became an adult and I got pushed out and I had no money, I had no car, I had nowhere to go, and I was just out in the world because you decided that I wanted to be on my own whenever I was 16. The stuff that I learned whenever I was a kid that helped me make it through that without resorting to super drastic measures or trying to rob, thieve, or steal or do anything crazy. They don't make sure that you read it anymore. That stuff used to be required reading. Like I had to read that stuff to pass 8th grade. Like I had to read A Sound of Thunder and take a test on it and pass the test. It was a part of the final grade. We had to read The Pearl and pass a test on that. I was in the 8th grade. Just said I got a new message. I wonder why it didn't pop up. Yeah, but I guess I can quit going on an unhinged rant about the way things have changed. That's the thing about life, is stuff changes as time passes. And being able to adapt to it and overcome the challenges is the main thing. See, it just said I got another message again, but it's not showing it on here. Let me close it and reload it. Maybe it's on my end. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps saying I get a new message, but then it doesn't show it. That's odd. Yeah, no, I seen where you said it. You sent it twice. I know, and I see it popping up on my screen too. But it's not popping up on here for some reason or another. Let me try pulling it up in the other app. You sent it twice. Oh, you're talking about that's your number one responsibility, your children? Or did you send a different message other than that? I'm enjoying talking to you. It's more enjoyable than playing video games, to be honest. You know, video games, they're fun and all, but the connections and the conversations that you make with people, in my opinion, supersede an artificial experience. No. Yeah, I think it's the YouTube is automatically censoring it. Why would it automatically do that? Can I change it in my settings? Community moderation. Yeah, I don't have anything blocked. Hold potential for review. Oh, I gotta review it. Let me go look, see if I can find it. Comments. I don't know how to use this YouTube. I don't want to moderate anything. There we go. Try it. Try it again. I just turned a setting off that it automatically has turned on. I just mostly do this because I don't know. I could see it popping up on my deal. And I have the messages pulled up on my phone right now. But it automatically, like whenever you go to your settings, like whenever you have it pulled up on your channel and you go to your settings and you go down to the community moderation, you can go to the community defaults and then it'll say hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review, and it automatically has that turned on. And I just turned that off. But, you know, I mean, I ain't worried about if YouTube wants to block me over something stupid, over me having a conversation with somebody. I could care less. I just do this because I'm sitting at an Airbnb by myself, pretty much, and I gotta get my mind off of work. I doubt it was. I seriously doubt that. You know, it's the things that they label as inappropriate and stuff like that nowadays is crazy to me. It's like I don't know why they let number generator things, the algorithms, decide stuff for people. It's odd to me. Yeah, like what it is they have these deals that look for certain keywords. Yeah, it just did it again. So I can see it doing that. Like I can see it popping up on my game screen, and then I'm sitting here looking at the actual deal where we've been talking, and it's not popping up. It's probably something really smart, is what it is. Is you say something smart like I used to have, like it used to actually show how many people were watching my channel to me, but it always says 1. And I can pull it up right now on a different account and it'll still say 1, even though I know that you're here watching. It'll always say 1. And YouTube didn't start doing that to me until I said that I don't think that Disney should have the copyright to Pinocchio. And like the second I did that, I had like 5 or 6 people on the thing, and it went straight down to 1. But you know, yeah, something really smart. I gotcha. Yeah, that's a way around it. Yeah. No, I completely agree. That's exactly what they want. That's the whole thing. It wouldn't let you send that all in one thing, which lets you know exactly what time it is. That's just the day and age that we live in. It's like we are living in 1984. It is it's extremely surreal. They don't want people to think for themselves, that's for sure. They don't want people to think that, Carlo Cudini wrote Pinocchio. Because it's true. That's why they would censor it. That's the only reason that they would censor it. You see how it says I have 0 people on the thing? It's because I said Disney shouldn't own the rights to Pinocchio. Again, it's the algorithms that do it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what's going on right in front of somebody's eyes. And it's like, that's what I believe. And it's like, them censoring that, what you just said, is crazy to me. Yours shows 1. Oh, yeah, it came back up as 1. I was talking about where it says on air. Whenever you send a message, it'll show on air, and then it'll show a deal. Every now and then that'll drop down to 0. And it's like if I pull this up on my other account, it'll still only say 1. It won't really say more than 3, period. See, like I just pulled it up on my other account, and it'll still only say 1, even though I know I'm watching it too on a separate email address. But that's why I never counted on being famous to make it in life. Yeah. Nah. They definitely do that stuff. That stuff is for real. It really happens. But I mean, at the end of the day, getting super hyped up about it or trying to make a big stink about it, It never goes in that person's favor. The only thing that one could really do is you don't want to be the grave digger. You want to let people dig their own graves. You know, you have to let people make their own beds so that way they can lie in it. And these people, they will... Yeah. He's always watching. It's literally 1984 all over again. It's very dystopic. You know, and you'd think that you'd like I went for a long time thinking that all those people were just making that stuff up. And it's not like there's some guy sitting at a computer watching everything at all times. It's algorithms that do it, and they look for keywords and key phrases. That's all they do. And it's like it's a weird thing. But I mean, honestly, all I worry about is trying to make sure that the stuff that I work on is safe for the public to get on and ride, and make sure that, you know, I do right by my kids and my family, and that I try and make enough bucks so that maybe one day my kids can be the ones designing stuff. You know, my dad moved things, I now build things, and if I can get my kids to design things, I feel like that's the way that things should go. No. It's a story that's as old as time, though, really. It's like society works in like a wavelength. You know, if you think about the middle of the wavelength being homeostasis, where everything's serene, it doesn't stay there. It goes up and then it goes down. It goes from one extreme to the next extreme. And you only get to catch brief glimpses of the homeostasis. And right now we're at the dystopic end of things, and eventually it will correct itself. It's a self-correcting problem. It will and eventually come back around. What goes around comes around every time. It's inevitable. It's a story that's as old as time. And it will continue to be told long after you and I are gone from this earth. And it was being told for thousands of years before this. In the Art of War, Sun Tzu kind of touches on it, and he described the homeostatic nature that society can be in as a mandate from heaven. Yeah, the freedom thing is it's been gone for a while. You know, and it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back for another 10 or 15 years, I don't think. It's gonna take some time for this stuff to self-correct itself, because stuff has to get to a certain point before people will wisen up because of complacency. Most people just walk through life complacent. They're complacent in their own lives, they're complacent in their own careers, and they don't pay attention to the bigger picture that happens around them. And if you allow people to have power, or if you allow people to seize a set of powers, they will take it every time. It's been played out over and over and over again. And it will continue to play itself out. There is no real stopping it. But Sun Tzu might have also talked about the mandate of heaven, but he also talked about people that win wars and people that win battles. And those people are the people that know when to fight and that know when not to fight. And the time will be upon us before too long, whenever society's ultimately is fed up with all this stuff. And that'll be the time to say something and do something. But right now, everybody buys into all this stuff so much that it's I just went back to the same place again. But everybody buys into it so much, and everybody's so caught up in the big masquerades that they don't see it. And the people that do see it just sound crazy. Oh no, I went to the right place. Yeah, let's go get the whirligig saw. I always liked that weapon. Yeah. Life and nature are those two forces that can't be stopped. Life is the driving force that took our planet from being a planet of exclusively greenhouse gases to the way that it is now. Yeah, I really like the whirligig saw. There's a weapon in Liza P that's kind of like the whirligig saw, but it's not even close. It looks like it though. Yeah, we'll get the monies so we can just bum rush that boss. Oh no. Is there a way out of here? Yeah. Oh, he got me. Yeah, I should probably know when to fight on that one. That wasn't the time. I should have done them one by one. Yeah, no, it's blatantly a rip-off. I mean, it had an interesting story, but I mean, as far as replayability, I don't know if I could dump hundreds and hundreds of hours into that game like I have previous games that were made by FromSoft. Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying. It's like they took a modge podge of all of the different mechanics that the developers liked from other games and just shoved it all into one game. And the sad thing about it is, if you play it too much, you'll forget how to play these games. It's like nothing compares to the gun parry in this game. Yeah. No, and it was originally written by a guy that was, I forget what country it was from, but it wasn't even an original story whenever Disney did it. It was a rework of a story, and the book was way better than the movies. It had darker themes to it. It delved a lot into the human condition that we're all stuck in. Oh no, my phone died. Gotta get it to turn back on. It'll turn back on momentarily. One day I'll learn how to be responsible enough to keep a phone charged. Can't remember if that key is 10,000 or 20,000. And did this guy? Yeah, he ran off. Alright, do a quit out real quick to reload the blood shard bug. Let's see, it is charging, right? I'm gonna pull up a chair so I can be closer to the charger. go. Wonder, can I pull it up on the screen? I'm trying to see if I can pull up the messages on the screen. Yes. There we go. Yes, Bloodborne is definitely based on H.P. Lovecraft. I've never actually read an H.P. Lovecraft book, but I do take lots of long rides, and I have listened to a couple of them. And they are some of the most well-written books that I've listened to. Now, I don't consider reading a book and listening to one. Yeah, you're originally supposed to be able to go through here after you kill the Bloodstar, or no, after you kill the Cleric Beast. But they had a problem with it loading correctly. But I don't consider listening to a book and reading it the same thing. It's different. It's a completely different thing. It's kind of the same, but not really. YouTube. There we go. Got it pulled back up. We can turn this off now. There we go. Alright, let's get 10,000 so we can go straight to that one boss. I got my saw cleaver out. There we go. Alright. I think we almost got enough to go kill the beast chick in the church. Wrong timing. We'll go kill this guy real quick. There we go. Yeah, no, I know where she's at. I've Googled it. But I just can't bring myself to Google exactly how to get there. I want to make it there on my own. You know what? Let's go get the chalice thing. Or do we have to kill the amygdala? Do we have to kill the amygdala to get there? Or can I just go get the first one? Do I even have to do the first set of chalices to get there? I don't even know. If I gotta kill the amygdala and do those chalices, then I'm on the right track to get there as soon as possible. I mean, I have other characters that are super high level that I could probably go use. So we gotta do all of them then. That's a lot of chalice dungeons. You know what, I have another character that's probably way closer. Let's load up that guy. Let's see if we can't get that achievement. I can't remember which one has the most chalice dungeons. I think it would probably be this one. I think this guy already has the whirligig saw. And I was working towards getting to max level, max new game on this one. And then, oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. I'm on like, I can't remember which playthrough. Let's see, what is it? Oh, I'm pretty close on this one. No, you get this one from the Chalice dungeon. It's a DLC rune. I don't know if the Beast Claw. Yeah, I do have DLC weapons. Where was I at on this? Burial Blade. Yeah, of course you gotta have a +10 saw cleaver. Alright, I got the church cannon. Alright, and to make contact. Let's see. So where are we at? That's where I'm at on this. I think that's all of them. I don't know though. Oh yeah, and I need actual blood echoes to do any of this. Let me see, what is this one? Yeah, I have no idea. We gotta get some blood echoes. Is it really? I just gotta do the defiled one? I think I got that one, but I never did it. I think it was just something that I bought from the bath messengers, or I picked up in a chest somewhere. So I've been right there at having that the whole time. So we gotta get some blood echoes. What is this? Is this a cursed one? Yeah, we just gotta get some blood echoes. And it looks like this is cursed. I don't know why, but I like smashing things with this. $5,000 per. Oh, I'll have that in no time. It looks like stuff in this place gives you like 10,000 blood echoes a piece. Yeah, 10,000 a piece for the base enemies. Yeah, we gotta get these sweets. What other stuff do I have? Yeah, we don't need to do beasthood. This thing doesn't even have any gems in it. I have all my gems in that. Yeah, let's use that. You don't really need gems. I'll get there eventually with the gun spam. Oh shit. I had it put away. This is one of those weapons that you want to roll with it out. Oh. Yeah, we'll get enough blood echoes to buy all the stuff, I think. If I even picked it up from the deals in here. We'll go beat this nice lady. Is that literally the only one that I have anything in? Nothing in the saw cleaver. Nothing in the burial blade. I have all these nice weapons that are nice to use. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll use. I kinda like this weapon and I kinda don't, because it's like a Dark Souls weapon. Gotta get a parry off. There we go. I did it eventually. That's why I don't like that weapon very much. I think what I was trying to do with that is that's a good weapon to put arc, like, to infuse with stuff. But I think honestly, yep. I think honestly this is the one that I have gemmed out. There we go. That should be like 50,000 or something. 120,000, I guess. I remember what I was doing here. This is where you get, like, cursed physical gems that are tier 6. I think that might be enough. Let's go see. Which one did he say? The defiled. Let's go see if we can do this defiled one now. Bet we got some points. Alright, what do I need? Cursed, defiled chalice. So I need... Is it the defiled chalice? That's what he said. Or is it the cursed and defiled? Let's go back up. In defiled dungeon. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, so I need 2 bastards Lorian. Ah. I probably could have just used some blood echo items.
Hello, I am a dog.
Yeah, no way. Might as well just buy a whole bunch of blood vials. What? Am I maxed out on them? Dang it. Might as well just buy a whole bunch of fire paper then. There we go. Alright. Something tells me that this is going to be unremarkably easy. And then 5 hours later, I'm still wiping to the lady in the white dress. I'm not even gonna go. Not even... Man, I really want to use the amygdalian arm in this one. Let's go back. I forgot how fun the amygdalian arm was. It's like whenever you transform it, it just has sweeps for days. Like if you get surrounded and you have that in your offhand. Okay, let's take it out of... Okay. You just select it again. We have 2 of those in a triangle. Oh, we gotta go all the way down to the cursed ones. This thing has no arcane attack. So what do we got? 24. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, we want nourishing. Let's see, where's the nourishing? Do I not have nourishing? I don't think she's a kin enemy. Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't know. I don't know if I'll run into any kin down there. Doubt it. Alright. Gotta have the sweep weapon. I remember what I was doing with the beast claws. I was trying to see how fast I could run through and kill everything. And then I think the cleric beast taught me a lesson about having high beasthood standing right in the line of fire. This is a medium level one. We'll just go find it. Oh, that was easy. Alright, we gotta learn how to parry these guys. I did the defiled one. Oh. Am I in the right one? Let's go back and let's look at this. Wrong dungeon. Okay. Yeah, that definitely wasn't worth it for 2 ritual blood 4s. Alright. Oh. I had it in my hotbar this whole time. Okay. I don't remember how to get out of here. Okay, it's not cursed, so I'll have full HP. Cursed. So I probably skipped right over that one because it doesn't give you abyssal gems. Alright, we'll go back through that one later. Defiled. Yeah, this is the one I just did. Let's see. Great Mithril IHYLL Chalice. It's this one right here. Yep. That would explain why I never went there. Alright, I broke down and Googled it. I've had it. I've probably had it in about 10 or 15 characters. Now why I can't beat the game without dying, I don't know. I guess I just gotta do like the kids say and get good. Oh. Wrong one. Alright, let's just get to the boss. There isn't gonna be super great loot in here, I don't think. The only thing I really need on this character is abyssal gems and blood rocks. Oh. Yeah, we'll get to the third boss. Yeah, we're not gonna get very good loot here, so let's just go find the lever. Alright. Is that the lever? No. Alright. I got loot roomed. And I'm a sucker for picking up all the shiny stuff. Okay, so it's not here. Oh, dude, my character has poise. You can actually poise stuff in this game. I forgot what poise was. I mean, it's not Dark Souls 1 poise, where you could face tank all the bosses with the right setup, but it is some poise. Oh wait, this is gonna have two witches up here. Oh no, just the stabby lady. Let's see, let's get it. And then tomorrow, we'll live through the hunt. Not a wall. No. Wrong way. I know exactly where the the lever is going to be. It's going to be in the last place that I look for it. Because if I was to continue looking for it after that, I'd be crazy. Yeah, just pull the lever. Alright. See, it was in the last place I looked for it. There we go. I mean, I have most of the uncanny and lost weapons. Yeah, something tells me that this lady's gonna make me wipe. Or not this isn't the lady, but this guy's giving me problems. I forgot. Did he have iframes? Yeah, I should have brought different weapons. Yeah, this was like one of the hardest ones for me to get a hang of. And the trying to parry him's difficult. And he has a short window after you do parry him. It just takes a minute to get back into it. Yeah, give me my health back. Oh man, with the I remember the first time that I fought this guy, I was stuck on him for so long. I think you fight him in one of the other dungeons first. Oh man. Those are some overpowered sickles. They phase in and out of reality through stuff. There we go. We got him. That lady's definitely gonna make me wipe. If I'm already having that many problems with that guy. Did I go backwards? Sure did. Yeah, he took up all of my stuff. I beat him at the expenditure of blood vials. No. I think I might have enough blood vials to find another. Lever. But then I'm gonna have to warp out and warp back. Unless this is 10 blood vials. No. Blood vials? No, bullets. I got 50,000 blood echoes. It's outrageous at how high those ritual blood 5s sell for. That's actually how I think I got this character up to such a high level. As I got into high level chalices and started just going through and beating the bosses and picking up the items. This is probably my least favorite one. And if I start out up here, means you're going to go down there and it's going to be through a cave, I think. Okay. Should be a cave. Oh, shiny. I don't know why I kill those things in lower level dungeons. Yeah, it's got to be over here. Yep. Sweet, I got warped back for free. And it's crazy at how many blood echoes you can get without really trying in this game. Should I go back for those? I mean, that's takes like 15 minutes to get. If even that. I could just go kill a couple of those Watcher bosses. Or mini boss guys. The ones that shoot you and heal with the blood vials. I mostly just want the achievement. I can always get more points later. What is this? The bloodletting beast? Oh man, not this guy. That was a clutch dodge. You get respect for that bloodletting beast. Man, this guy's actually good at dodging. Oh man. The real final boss is the camera. Oh man. Is he staggered? Cannot see what this guy's doing half the time. I do know that I do not want to be in front of him. You're gonna run me out of blood vials. Ah. Do want to avoid that punch attack at all costs. Oh, got a double pump. Oh, he got me. That was a good game, Mr. Bloodletting Beast. A good game. That guy's one of the more difficult ones. Okay, so we got the church cannon. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so if we run into that issue again where we can't hit him, we'll swap out to the church cannon and shoot him in the parasite. That does. What do we got? 0? Yeah. 0 points. Alright, we gotta get locked onto him. We gotta get positioned correctly. Alright, we gotta hit this guy. Oh man. Okay, I remember. This guy's weak against limb breaks. Alright, we'll get him next time. Now this guy, the non-parasited version of him, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll go gym up the whirligig saw. That sounds like a fun option. Yeah, no, I think that's actually how I beat him the first time, minus the beast pellet. Because I've never really super used beast pellets. I just started getting into them the last time I was playing. What does this have? Cursed fire. Why does it have fire? Oh, yeah. That's why I never took the gems out. Let's see. Do I have a good waning gem? Nourishing. I'm not even in the cursed ones yet. Boost physical attack. There we go. Oh yeah. No, you definitely get a lot out of it. That was just one of those items that I picked up and I was just playing with, and then I was just playing and I was picking it up and I didn't know what I was missing out on. I don't have any abyssal ones, do I? No, I don't have that many abyssals. I think that's where I ended this. Was I figured out how hard it was to get abyssal gems. There we go. Where is it? Yeah, no, you could definitely do insane amounts of damage. Oh. Oh yeah, we gotta fix that real quick. We're not worried about getting super a lot of points. Can always get points later. And do I have insight? Sure do. What do I have that I can buy with insight? Yeah, a whole bunch of bolt paper. We'll do... Alright. What is this? What is this one? I think this one gives you... Oh yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. I do not need more stuff clogging up my inventory. Guidance. Assume the form of ghastly beast. Yeah. Alright. Max beasthood. Yeah. We'll use the old hunter's bone. And fire paper. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, just started getting into the beasthood stuff. That's why whenever I loaded up this character, I actually had the beast setup going on. because I had just learned about beasthood, and I was using the beast claws, and then I learned how fast you can also die whenever you have high beasthood, even to trivial enemies. You can't just stand right in their line of fire. Yeah, we don't need the church cannon. What other stuff do I have? No. I was hoping that I'd have that maxed out. Oh man, I think I messed this up. I'm not super versed in the using of the beast blood pellets. Yeah, this is one of my favorite weapons. I'm actually pretty good at getting clutch limb breaks, like how I hit that guy's hand with the fully charged attack. There we go. That was a clutch. It's clutch. Oh, you're talking about do that one? Yeah, I like that attack a lot. I've used this so much. It has some clutch stuff that you can do, like especially with that boss, how you can break his hand whenever he jumps back, whenever you run underneath of him. But for some reason, I always remember that guy picking me up and slamming me on the ground. I don't know why. I think that he just, that version of him doesn't do that. And it's easier to run under his legs. But that's the guy that is at the end of one of the Chalice dungeons that punches you right off the bat into oblivion, if I'm not mistaken, and that's just a different version of him. Alright. We'll get this lady. Oh yeah. No, that attack can definitely end some stuff. Like some of the bosses just get like completely destroyed by it. Yeah, we don't want to fight that guy. Is this guy for real? Oh. Yeah, we gotta get our parry game down. This is the real threat, not that guy. Alright. I wish that they would fight each other. See, the real threat is the little thing. This guy just wants to be a threat so bad. But that's the actual threat, is the scorpion thing. Because it does the rapid poison, and it could randomly... What is this? Let's see how this guy does. Yeah, I'd die trying to get the phantasm shell out though. Yeah, that guy's weak to getting hit. Is this guy still here? Alright, you take care of these guys. I'm gonna go. What is he doing? Where did he go? Is he showing me a secret? Yeah, he did show me a secret. He showed me where the lever was. All right. All right. That's it. Oh yeah. I always forget how to open the menus in all these games. Yes. Alright, I had to drink some Powerade, so I had to unplug the mic real quick. You know what? We're just gonna try it with what we got. See how we do. Yeah, no, we don't need that guy. Oh, there she is. You're absolutely right. Oh, she does rapid poison. All right. There's going to be some sort of crazy phase 2. All right. So she knows Darth Vader. Oh, I thought I was gonna get thrown back again. Do I get a phase 2? Or are you gonna actually start trying to stab at me or something? Oh, the spears of the church. And... alright. Wait, there's two of them. Oh, only one's the real one. Okay. So we can only do that for so long. I feel like I'm overpowered. Definitely overleveled for this. Ah. I feel like that should have been an instant kill attack. You can chill out, lady. Man, she's serious about getting that alimony. Oh no! Okay, let's make the other fake one disappear. It's just me and you now, lady. Alright, I can only win if I can pull off a fully charged attack. Alright. Alright, I gotta do another fully charged attack. And she's just gonna let me do it. Ah, sweet, I got the trophy. The Yarnum Stone. What does that do? Now I just gotta beat the game tomorrow without dying. Which I already messed that up. How do I display? What does this do? Thank you, sir. Wonder what the, what does the Yarnum Stone do? Ah, it's the pendant. I got the pendant. You too. I gotta do the same. I gotta be up early in the morning. We'll see if we can not die tomorrow. We'll start a new character and do a no-death deal.